Hello everyone, this is Adam from AJT Design. I'm here again for another instruction video for the fob cases. Today we're going to be looking at the fob case for the 2016 and up Toyota Tacoma. This is a factory case. Now you'll notice this one right away has 4 buttons. Your Toyota Tacoma will typically have 3, and also these bottom 2 are missing. This is a case I bought for research and development, and these 2 buttons are gone. I think my kids ate them or something, but for instructional purposes it'll work just fine. Just pretend it's a 3-button case and that all 3 of them are actually there. So anyways, the case I have that replaces this, I've got over here. So when you receive it now, it will come just like this. Now previously these were shipped all the way assembled. Now moving forward they're going to come more as a kit due to order fulfillment resource limitations. Going to have to ship them kind of unassembled. Shouldn't actually be any extra work to put it together, and again this allows me to continue to offer unlimited color combinations, the different color cases, the different color screws, mix and match however you like. But like I said, it's unassembled now. Not really any harder to put together, but with the spring and everything it could be a little bit confusing. So I've made this little video to help clear things up. So to put one of these together, let's get started. So you just open the bag. And let's see here. So you'll have the fob. It's all it's loose, but it's all put together. There's 3 pieces here. There's a top, there's a bottom, and then there's the little side button here. It's all loose. You can separate it all apart. So if you can see that here. Also, again, stickers, cards. It's got my email address, website, links to the instructions, which will include this video. And then a smaller bag. This includes all the hardware. So there's the Allen key, there's the screws, and there's the spring. And the spring is small. Screws are kind of small too. So just be careful not to lose this stuff if you're putting this together in your garage or something. If you do lose them, you can order extra parts, but it's $3 plus shipping. Okay, so first thing, we'll take this thing apart. So you slide the key out the side, and there's a little button right there you push to get the key out, which you're probably aware of. And then right in the back here, which you may not be aware of, there's a little slot this goes in, and you can actually use that to pry the case right open. A screwdriver works as well, but key's okay. So you obviously want to save your key. And then out of here, electronics assembly, circuit board, battery, save that. This piece can go away. And you will also have kind of a rubber gasket and some buttons up here that will also come out. Just like that. So you take the top half of the case and you'll load this thing up first. So we'll go button here, button there. Hope we can see this okay. We'll put this thing on over top. Then this thing goes on. Looks like the battery goes in the bottom. It's been a while since I've actually put one of these together with the stuff inside of it, so hopefully we'll do that right. Yeah, that looks good. So then the next part, you want to take the spring and then load it into the button, and you'll see there's a groove, there's a little circular pocket right there, and you just want to press the spring gently right into that. You don't want to press it too hard so that you deform it, but if you just kind of get it lined up, and it'll stick right in place. So it just takes a little bit and it goes right in there. And on the bottom, you want to line it up in the bottom half first. So you see there's another little hole right there. I don't know if you can see that or not. You'll see it if you have it. And it just kind of fits in there like so. And it kind of wants to pop out when it's just in there like that. So you just kind of hold it in place with your thumb. And hoping this looks okay. And then what you do is you kind of take it and you kind of sandwich it. You kind of got to hold it all together at once. When you put it together, make sure you tuck that in all the way just like that. So when it's done, it should all be flush and the button should be seated in there just like that. Now it will stick out just a little bit right there, and that's completely normal. So it should look like that. If it doesn't, or if it doesn't seem to fit, kind of pull it apart and try it again until you get it. If you don't get it lined up just right, it can tend to bind up, but if you just kind of gently push it all together, should go in just fine. So then once you've got that done, screw it down. I usually like to start with that one right by the button. And you'll screw that in with your Allen key. And it is plastic, don't over tighten, but get it nice and snug too. Other thing I'll mention while I'm putting these in here, and it is included on the card, but don't use Loctite on this product at all. Loctite contains acetone and it will eat and destroy the plastic. But get these down just snug, you shouldn't have any problems with them backing out. Like I said, you can get them fairly snug. This part will actually mushroom out before it strips the threads. And let's get all 4 of them here. Okay, so then you've got it all put together, and then you want to put the key in. So you just slide it in like so. Now you may notice the first time you put it in that the button is sticky here, and that's pretty normal. So it doesn't always do that, but a lot of the times it will, and a lot of the time it will. Excuse me. So what you need to do is you just need to work it in, and it'll be just fine. So what you want to do is put just a little bit of pressure on the back of the button, push it in, and you just kind of want to work that in. It should really only take a couple times, and then it should work just fine. Again, just some sharp edges on the plastic that just need to be rounded off. So just sometimes takes a little break in, and that's all there is to it. Now the other thing that happens occasionally sometimes is even after breaking in, if it feels like the button is still sticking out, what you might have done is over compressed the spring when you assembled it. So if that's the case, what you'd want to do is take it apart, and you can actually stretch it by hand. This is going to be kind of a lengthy video, but hopefully this will answer some of the, not too many questions since I started shipping them this way, but a couple. So hopefully this will answer the questions and kind of clear things up on how this goes together. But if you still have questions, of course, feel free to email me, adam@ajtdesign-llc.com. I try to answer all emails promptly. So anyways, yeah, if you still are having problems with this thing sticking, sometimes the spring can get overly compressed. If you compress it too much, it'll kind of stay compressed. So what you'd want to do is pull it apart, and ever so gently you can kind of stretch it back out to where it was, and you can kind of experiment with that a little bit. But between those two things, that should solve any problems whatsoever with the sticking button. Like I said, I've assembled several thousand of these by myself, and I've never had one that didn't go. But the button that sticks initially, that is a thing that happens sometimes, but easily fixable with just a quick little break-in procedure. Anyways, that's been the instruction video for the 2016 Plus Tacoma injection fob case. Thanks for watching.